Hey, welcome in everyone to this week's chapter of New Blood by Night. If you don't mind recapping for us, Vil?
Yeah, so the broad strokes here. So last session started off where we left off. The previous one was Zero finding some item. He got to beckon Samuel on over, and there was there were two items actually that he found. One being kind of like a satchel, a sachet that was we don't know exactly what was in it because you know it's you'll know in a second. I'll tell you. Then there was a boxed item of a strange uh, pink curvature, to say the least. That Zero was most definitely more invested in than what the other item was. Um, Azriel felt very inclined to touch it, and I believe before he even touched it, or as he touched it, he failed. He went into a frenzy. He went a little wild. Um, More or less, there was a bit of a scuffle there. Samuel put him down, but he got back up. He took a swipe at Stone. Eventually, we were able to subdue him, and put a Bowie knife in his heart, just to kind of have a little bit of a chill pill. You know what I mean? Just chill out. Zero apparently during the whole shenanigans decided to fend off the dogs with his newfound pink apparatus. Um,
It's true.
that I guess was Aurora's, to my understanding. Which got to do what you got to do.
In his defense, the aggression did agitate him, and he just had to get it out. In his defense.
Yeah, he had to get it out and fend people off. His own personal pink lightsaber. Um, after things had calmed down, the Bowie knife, Azriel, said, "Hey, if you can't chill out, you just stay here for a while on the carpet." Thereafter, somehow this ended up in Aurora's apartment, even though it was in her anthropology lab, which is odd because that's where she saw it last and where it had been. So somehow it got put here. During that whole kerfuffle with the frenzy, I know that Aurora had shifted to a wolf, which she was able to talk to all the other dogs, uh, which kind of confirms being a gangrel at this point. Azriel and Mori had a bit of a heart-to-heart, kind of having a bit of conflict of ideologies when it comes to feeding, and the beast itself. We tried to, she assured, tried to reassure Azriel that more or less, it wasn't so much his fault. He just, you lose control sometimes and it happens. They had a little moment, kind of holding one another, and then Mori tried drinking the blood bag, puked up the blood bag, so that didn't go well. That'll have to be cleaned up at some point. He did end up feeding off of Azriel, which will potentially have some ramifications. Meanwhiling there to outside, Samuel kind of took his leave to have some smokes on the balcony that Aurora had, and Aurora kind of had a little bit of a back and forth with Stone. It was interesting. He tried to, talk to Sam earlier, but she was more trying to help Stone since he was hurt. By feeding him, his dark eye had begun to lighten. She could see the sclera of it. So that's interesting. He doesn't have a dark eye anymore. Sam dipped out, made a phone call to Mia, essentially saying he would like to meet up and talk. If I remember correctly, he was by the Carne Asada joint, an old tourist spot. And I think for the most part, that was it. I know Aurora wanted to speak with Joe, and Azriel and Mori were busy, more or less, in the shower doing whatever they would like to do. And that's what I got.
Oh boy. So, in today's session, we will do our round robin side quests. And tonight, also thank you, villain. You can have 1 XP, coterie and all, for recapping. But tonight we will start with Stone. I mean, not with Stone, with Samiel. I was writing Stone, and that's why my brain kind of it did a little flip-a-flop, a little switchy-swatch. Yeah, anyways. Samiel, what's an awareness, please?
While driving in this economy?
100%.
All right. Oh, wow, that got really intense real fast. I'm like, oh, God, I know this.
You do.
Let's see here. Wits and awareness. Boy, it's weird going from a Malkavian to what I am. Almost about to slip.
Yeah, don't do that. Shh.
Okay. So that is only 3 successes.
Okay, I need you to roll a composure and a resolve, please.
Composure and resolve. I'm good at that. I'm real good at that. I'm going to use a willpower on 3 because that was bad. It was real bad. That's better. That is 4 successes.
4. Wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
0 and his chatter dries up. I guess per usual he is a chatterbox, just a constant slew, a faucet of under and never-ending jokes. But the closer that you get to your meeting point, the quieter your ferret companion becomes. You notice almost immediately that he's standing, small paws pressed on the side of the door, looking out the window and the windshield. And the minute he sees her, his body begins to kind of wiggle. The excitement is palpable, and it does something to you. This little tiny guy and his joy at seeing Mia. It's like a blooming feeling. It's not one that makes any sense, and a headache starts to kind of crop up in the back of your mind. Ugh. And there's this voice that wants to tell you humans are shit. They're fragile. They're weak. But you roll high enough to suppress it, to push it away, and it's freeing and also a little terrifying, Damien. It's like falling into a bit of a free fall, and then your eyes swing over the windshield and you see her standing under lamplight, her leather jacket taut because one arm is hugging the other. And she looks resplendent. Like she's made of porcelain. Tall, slender, long hair in a side braid. You can even see with your Kindred vision that she's wearing the dangly earrings you bought her. You bet she's probably also wearing the perfume, and for no reason at all, your eyes well. And you smell the blood on your face. So you pull a little further down, and using your resolve and composure, get yourself rearranged. And you gain a point of humanity. once parked. Now, whether that humanity stays or not, we'll see, right? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You got some shit. So, after you park, what do you do?
First off, he's gonna blush of life. Which let's make that little roll. Success, so no hunger increase. And what would be more notable, whereas wherever any skin, or namely his hands or around his mouth, would seem a bit more pale or darkened, kind of comes to life. The blood, the vitae coursing through, giving him the look of a normal, natural human being. And he looks over to Zero, kind of gripping the steering wheel as if a scared child.
Takes him a second, but only a moment to notice. And then he's scrambling across the middle console and putting his paws on your forearm. You got this. It's gonna be great. You deserve this. Come on. And look at her. And he like motions with his little paw. Look at her.
Yeah. I mean, as a mortal, she hasn't aged a day, as far as I'm concerned. Whereas I get the cheat code for not aging.
Hey, don't think about that. You got a moment, right? A moment. That's what life is. It's moments. It's sitting in your nest, in your filth, and watching Godzilla and Mothra, and when Mothra comes on and makes the sounds, you know that she's your woman. It's this. That's it. It's exactly what's happening right now, King Godzilla. You just gotta go out there and get your lady.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know about the Godzilla and Mothra part, but...
Okay, bad analogy. Let me put it this way. D, you deserve to be fucking happy. And if your happiness is spring-loaded and ready for action around Mia, then, dude, do it. Sometimes people don't get choices. They gotta live double lives. Why do you think me and the mice have such a huge problem?
And you live a double life?
I mean, yeah, basically Ferret Man in the underground during the day while you're sleeping. I hunt things and rescue people.
That's right. I have no fucking idea what you do during the day.
I do defend you from the mice that have tried to eat you before.
I don't think they'll find me very tasty.
Hey, none of that negative self-talk. I'm sure you are a divine, delicious slab of man meat.
That literally wasn't self-deprecation. That was just being factual. I don't think I'll be that tasty.
Oh. And he gets quiet for a second. Okay. I mean, he kind of ruffles himself, scrubs his face with his little paws, and then rubs the side of your jacket. So there's a little bit of friction there. Pat, 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 rub, 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 rub. You got this, D. Don't be afraid of what she makes you feel. Don't be afraid of what you feel. It's okay to be uncomfortable. We can't live our lives in a bubble. We can't live our lives in a cage, even if it's a cage that was forced on us. You're still you.
He like gives him like a look, like he could add something, but he just realizes Zero's just gonna be like, "Come on, man.
No, say
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
Say it. Say it. What's on your face? I see that. Say it.
Still me with the added caveat that he kind of just does a motion over his face.
Hey.
You can't really erase that.
So what? Maybe she likes monster dick now. You don't know?
Aurora had some fucking ripply things, and she's sweet as fuck. I was under her bed. I saw. And her bathroom.
I see privacy is not a thing that you have
Hell
to
no.
issue.
I'm a motherfucking ferret. Hell no. If I can fits, I fucking squeeze and sits. It's my job. It's my sacred duty. And besides, if she's not ashamed of it, then you don't gotta be. You don't even know if Mia's into that. Dude, she might want to sit on that face like a throne. You don't know. You haven't talked to her. But I know that since you haven't talked to her, everything's just gotten worse for you. Like sadder and in pain and just suffering. And we've been doing some really like sketchy shit, which I'm here for. I'm into it. I like it. I love it. It's a rush. But it's still kind of sketchy, and she's not sketchy, and I think you need to lean into that because balance is good. Balance is a healthy life. Now, whatever reservations you got going on about how you look, here, let me do something. And he like pops open. He crawls across the console, pops open. Oh my goodness, the word left my brain. It's the glove box. He pops up in the glove box, and he pulls out a razor. And the way like he sets it up, he rubs his cheek on it till it's bald. And so he's just got one bald cheek. Eh? Now we both look stupid. But I'm still a ferret. I'm still me. You're still gonna kiss me. You're still gonna cuddle me when I demand it. And tell me I'm an asshole and need to chill out. This is just a physical thing. Are you everything physical or are you what's on the inside? Because I think you're what's on the inside, man. Because my friend, my pal, my buddy has had me for years. Since I was a little guy. Since I couldn't even speak my ABC alphabet time until I started watching Elmo. I digress. My friend is still in there. You're still in there. So let's just be cheek bald together, eh?
Alright.
Just right now. I mean, you could definitely, if it doesn't work out and like she has a bad reaction, then she's a bitch, okay? I guess that's the caveat. She's
Whoa, that's a little harsh. I mean,
Well,
come on. Circumstances.
Well, I know, I'm just saying. Then we could try and go for Aurora. But I think her and Stone kind of got a thing because I saw some stuff happening there, which I didn't tell you about, and I probably should tell you about. Oh, Mori and Azriel also did some things, but I didn't mean to be in the bathroom. I literally was just eating toothpaste, and then they came in. Whatever. They're only, I mean...
Is toothpaste like cotton candy to you?
Dude, it's great, and he pulls out a little mini toothpaste. I found it in our travel pack.
That's fair.
But anyways, Az and Mori, they're definitely a couple. I don't know what they were gonna do, really, because we left before then, but fuck. They might be doing that, actually. I don't know. I like them. I like the whole group. Stone's a little sketchy as fuck. I mean, he's got a weird, like, softness, like serial kill. Okay, get out there, Tiger. Go on.
Right.
Knock her dead. Not really, but you know what I mean. And I can wait in the car. If you guys want to go to her SUV and have a little time, that's cool. I got my phone.
Alright. Yeah, you just stay here. You'll watch one way or another.
I mean, yeah, probably. Just gotta make sure, you know, your back's watched and nothing creepy. Because, you know, the whole Cain sign mysteriousness.
And the thing in the fucking forest.
Yeah, and I mean, the woods aren't too far from here, so yeah. I'll probably just be on... How about we... let's put the stick in the door and crack it a little bit so I can, like, beep the horn if I gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. You're on security detail. Noted.
You got this, man. And he, like, fake punches you as he's, like, noodle wiggling.
So he'll open the door of the car and he'll, like, open it and, like, he'll close it. But, like, he won't close it all the way to where he knows that Zero would be able to, like, push it open if he needed to.
Gotcha.
Kind of like how it has, like, that click, but you know it's not closed and it pisses you off.
Right. And as soon as you're stepping around and you're in the air and you make eye contact with her, yeah, you hear Zero, like, scrambling, and then literally out of the corner of your eye, his breath is fogging the window. He's pressed so close to the glass.
Yeah. just as I thought. And as he approaches Mia, he'll just look her dead in the eyes and say, it's nice to see you. It's been a while.
Do you step into the lamplight, or are you just at the edge of it?
Into the lamplight.
Okay. She does reach up to like touch her mouth, her eyes wide. Hey. Hi. She takes a tentative step forward. How are you? Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I was gonna ask how you've been.
I've been okay.
Have you shit. Have you kept yourself busy the past few months?
Yeah. I mean, the first part of it was looking for you.
Yeah, I was just you know, when you're hospitalized, sometimes they forget to call people, so
Yeah.
yeah. I was pretty fucked up when they found me, so they had to make some magic happen, I guess.
Roll a wits and insight.
Wits and insight. Have any of that? To a degree. Oh, how about that? Critical 4.
Mia is hyper intelligent. She always has been. You're pretty sure when she was looking for you, very likely she called this county's entire hospitals and then counties over. Probably went to your house, probably contacted any and everyone that she knew was connected to you. There is a flicker behind her eyes that she wants to believe you. But there is a part of her that believes you may be lying to her. You can read the question is why. That's what she wants to ask. In the event that you are telling a falsehood, why won't you tell her the truth? But she doesn't ask. You can just see it all over her face. Thank you for reaching out to me. She also isn't going to embarrass you by questioning you about it now. Damien, and she steps closer, really missed you. And she steps closer. And I gotta be honest. And I'm really sorry for not being honest earlier. And she steps closer. I didn't know, and you can smell her now. You can see the light shining off of the halo of hairs around the braid, kind of giving her this angelic look. Some things have recently come up, and let's just say I don't know what's gonna happen over the next couple of weeks, and I don't think I have the leisure of time.
What's happening? Exactly. How much time do you have till you have to go?
My job, I travel for it, and sometimes it's working on site. Sometimes is a little dangerous, especially in construction, and Roll an intelligence and insight.
That I'm definitely good at. But I doubt I'll get a crit again, so that was just shenanigans. What did I tell you? Only 2.
Okay. There's a flicker of something in her expression. You can see it clearer as a kindred. Oh, wow, it's actually so clear. But what it is, like the emotion behind this flicker, you're not sure? With a 2, maybe she feels guilty, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would she feel guilty telling you about her job?
Is there something about this job that you don't want to tell me about? Or
She looks
is there-
surprised. No, she lies. It's just, there's a building that we have to go condemn, and there's residents in the building that need to be evicted, and let's just say sometimes things go south. A coworker of mine, recently, and she looks away. Sorry. Wipes at her face.
They got injured or just passed away.
Yeah, on the job.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It happens. It just...
I could help. I mean, I'm well aware this is American architecture, which I'm more familiar with European, but I mean, it can't be too drastically different. I mean, if something looks bad, I can call it a shitty beam or a floor that looks so rotted that it's just gonna fall through.
She smiles. I wish you could help, but I can't. I can't ask you to. My boss would... Look, it made me realize a lot of things. And the most important was how much I need you. And not just need, Damien. I want you to be a part of my life. I don't want to go home and be alone, wondering.
That's the last time you go home.
And I know I can't ask you, especially with how dangerous the job is getting lately. You've been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Our simple, stupid jokes. Our movie marathons with your dumb ferret who always insists on sitting in my shirt.
Yeah, that's Zero for you in a nutshell.
The beanbag that when we, landed on, exploded, and then we were finding the tiny beads in our butt cracks for weeks later. I need that in my life. Your kind of happy is the best kind there is. And I know you probably feel awful after your accident, but I don't care what you look like. It doesn't bother me.
countless nights on my own. I've had to tail shady people in recent months. And I've had to detain them in order so they wouldn't hurt somebody, so I wouldn't lie when I said every night that this probably sounds terrible in the end, but maybe one of those people they were tailing was you. I could just take them down for you. It was an excuse to just talk to you. Whether it's toiling away doing research or taking down some fucking scumbag or editing or whatever I was doing in my leisurely time, I find myself coming back to the idea of you. Countless nights of just toiling away, working. Small little reminders that I didn't have the heart to throw away, still held on to. Even that Godzilla poster you got me, how can I fucking get rid of that?
Right? The one with the little cat figure that it came with.
Yeah.
Is Zero still stealing that?
Yeah, he steals it at night. It's like I don't know. I think it's like his own stuffed animal, but I take it back from him. I'm sorry for what I did. I honestly felt it was the best for both of us.
I get it. It's okay. After accidents, especially ones as life-changing as yours, it can strain a relationship.
Confused. I didn't know how to handle anything.
You don't have to apologize for needing time. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I could have handled it better. It could have... It shouldn't have ended the way it did. But it did. And... I don't know if I want to go another night just being on my own. Especially if these jobs are as dangerous as you say they are. You know, I thought I convinced myself that I just kind of threw all these emotions away in a trash bin, but truth is, like, I just held on to them. I mean, having my fucking phase. I felt like I was almost violated in a sense.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
I can still be sorry.
It's fair.
Damien.
And he'll... yeah.
She moves up into your space, like her boots touching your boots.
I'll put a hand on her back.
I'm still in love with you.
I didn't stop loving you.
Then let's not be alone again. And she's gonna reach for your hands.
I'll just let her take his hands.
So that both of you, like, she kind of like reaches around to hold on to both of them in between the two of you. So she's got both of them together, and she's puts your hands together, and it's kind of fun because yours are much larger than hers, but she's still tall and strong, even though she's lean. And she cups both of your hands over hers. And this is the thing about Mia. There is a protective streak, and there always has been. And at first you thought it was nurturing and mothering, but it's that and more. You think, and in this moment it confirms, that if she could be your shield and sword, she would be, which is interesting, because as a mortal, you didn't see it as sharply as you do now. Roll an intelligence and a awareness. Do you hear me struggle with it?
Yeah, no.
I was like,
No, you're good. You're good.
What game are we playing again?
That was a good one. That's 5.
Here in the lamplight, Damien, as she is doing her very best to show you that she will protect you, even if she has to protect you from the demons inside your own head. You can see that she has used makeup to attempt to cover very thin, interesting claw-like scars, like down her cheek and throat, usually hidden by her hair. You've never seen them before when you were dating, but this close, when you look down, it's an old scar. 4 perfectly curved lines. The last 2 of them are actually just under the ear, and she usually always wears her hair in a side braid, but even through the luscious locks, you see it. There's just a hyper focus to your eyes now, and it kind of makes you feel a certain hatred, and there's a whisper. And I need you to roll a composure and a resolve as this whisper dances across your gray matter.
One, two, three. I'll willpower 3.
3 success? Oh no, you're re-rolling.
Oh,
You're re-roll.
so 4.
4 total? Okay, so you managed to keep your cool as the phrase, "How dare something supernatural touch what is mine?" It's kind of a stark realization. Sure, Mia has a tough, slightly security job where she goes and secures sites for engineers and businesses that are looking to build landscape, etc. But what the actual fuck? If your heart was beating, Damien, it would be squeezing and pounding. And she's saying something to you, but you're very caught up in these whispers because they've never quite been this vocal before, this possessive. You want to say you care for her, but there is an undeniable possession alongside your very real feelings.
Like as she's talking, he's gonna move one hand and glide it along the skin where the mark runs. And as he does that, he's going to say, "What the hell is this?"
The earrings?
No. This fucking scar you're trying to hide.
Her expression completely changes, and she reaches up to like put her hand under yours to cover it, and there's a tiny bit of space. Oh, just an old accident. That's all. I ran into some dogs as a kid. I had a
Must have been one hell of a dog. What kind of dog does that?
wildlife guardian, really large protector. I was young, but my dad rescued me, so I almost died, actually, but I thought I had covered it with... And then she pauses as she feels the marks, and then looks up at you. And she tilts her head. And then she just closes the distance, snaking her arms around your waist, and she pulls you. She's still very strong. Pulls you against her.
He allows it.
You're not hurting, right? Like, I can squeeze you like this? That's okay?
I'm still built the same. I'm not fragile. I'm not broken. No.
Her hands, like, go up to your back and your shoulders. She really, like, feels slow, languid. And then when she steps back, you can tell she doesn't want to talk about the scars anymore. But it's like a blazed path for you. And it makes you wonder, Damien, does she have more that you've missed? Are you busy the rest of the night? Could we go somewhere, hang out, watch a movie, get ice cream?
I was actually going to investigate something, but I don't know if you would have any interest in that.
I'm down. Sure.
I kind of, I guess I've been called a detective by somebody. I guess a new coworker.
Are
heard
you
of
doing
it.
some PI stuff now, or?
Kind of, yeah. It's more a personal interest than it is a paid one, though.
That's
I'm mainly just a courier for a job, but it leaves a lot of time in between.
well then. And at that moment, there's a beep 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 beep, and then you see Zero drop down from your steering wheel, and you can imagine him hoppa 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 hoppa, and then he's up, looking at you through the window, and there's like lick stains all over, because every time he would breathe hard enough that it would fog, he would just lick it away, and he's using a little pot to wave at you.
I see.
Did your ferret just honk the horn?
I guess he was in... Maybe he's just really perceptive as of late. Occasionally he'll see me honk the horn and think he just imitated me.
Oh my...
Baffling.
She like steps around you and grabs your hand to pull you. I can't believe you brought Zero. And he knows how to honk a horn. That's crazy. And she's like walking, just taking over like she usually does. We're going to your car. And Zero's become like this little wiggly noodle the closer she gets. And you can hear him. She can't. He's just squeaking. But he's like, yes! Yes! Damien, you did it! You convinced her! Now she's our Milky Mama once again. I mean, not Milky, obviously. You guys are never gonna have kids. But whatever. Woohoo! I gotta cuddle in her shirt and be warm all night long. Ha ha! I mean, she's great. Wonderful personality. Can't wait. You did it! Fuck yeah! Hell yeah, man! I'm so proud of you! I could just rip apart everything. I'm so hyped.
He does his best not to reply because she's gonna just be like, the fuck are you talking to?
Yep.
And he's just keeping his composure to not smile or laugh or scowl or anything.
She like opens the door carefully and like reaches in to catch him, only letting you go long enough to catch him, and he's up her arm and in her shirt, settling right in between. And he's like, "Oh yeah, she still wears the front class bras, Damien. Easy access. But I guess that's the good thing about being kind of a twink." "Oh, Zero, I missed you too." Gives him a kiss, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's a life." Oh, by the way, I saw something in the woods. That's why I was peeping. I mean, not in the woods, because the woods are far away, but anyways. You may want to check it out, Damien. I'm busy. And she's just cuddling him, completely
How?
clueless. Damien, have you been overfeeding him? He's a little fat. This is...
If you only knew what he consumes now, you'd be worried. I was shocked he's not diabetic.
I am a little worried. Maybe he needs to go on a diet.
Oh God, no! I forgot. We do healthy. No, Damien, you don't understand. I need the Cheez-Its. I need the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Tell her no. Don't tell her. She pulls him out and she starts like testing him. Oh my God, we're gonna need to get you to the vet. No, please. A fat ferret is a happy ferret. No, Mia. No.
Oh my God, look at all this. Is this Cheeto crumbs? And she starts like picking up his nest in your front seat.
Now I remember.
Yep. He's like,
I forgot that she just does this. No, my nest.
gummy bears? He's chewed on gummy bears. Zero.
He's just gonna say as fast as he can how far out.
Less than a mile, like a block.
Do you want to stay here with Zero? I think I saw something a little further out. I just want to check on it. It's kind of my specialty now at this point.
Everything in her physicality changes. What'd you see? And you're like, whoa, damn.
I don't know, just some sort of shadow or shade.
Okay, she puts Zero back in the car, shuts the door. I'll go with you. And you
Right.
you watch her very stealthily. Actually, I need you to roll with an awareness to catch her.
Come here, Dice. Stop fighting me. I don't think I catch her. That's just one.
Yeah,
That's just one.
she shifts in her movement for just a second. For the folks at home, what you miss, she totally checks a gun at the small of her back. All right, let's go. Which way did you see it?
He's gonna point in the direction that Zero motioned to.
Okay, she starts walking that way.
He's gonna keep pace with her, and it's gonna be weird for him because he's not used to like seeing his own breath in the cold at night. In fact, it's really foreign since he rarely uses Bless of Life, much if at all. And he's going to check his back where his holster is covered by his long jacket. And he's just gonna be like, yeah, right, okay. Ready to go. And then he's gonna check his knife on his side. All right. So, yeah, let's just check it out, and I don't think it's anything too crazy.
Yeah, could just be like a stray dog or something.
Stray dog, maybe a cat, who knows, maybe just a coyote.
Yeah, a lot of those lately. Roll of wits and awareness. I go left, you go right.
Yeah, left and right, that works. Yeah, just one again.
Okay. With just a one, you do miss it. But when you get to this alleyway that splits off after you pass down, you get to a fork, she does take left, you go right. And there's something very efficient in her movements, but you miss the subtlety behind it. Like, potential meanings. Make one more wits and awareness if you choose to investigate down this alley, or if you decide to follow Mia. Up to you.
I will investigate down the alley. Come on, roll better than that. Okay, so 3 instead of 1 this time.
Okay, this side of the alley loops back around to the parking lot that you were in. And there it is. She fucking knew it did that. So she sent you down the safer path.
I'll be damned. Yeah, he's gonna double back.
Okay, as you double back, you hear about half a block away, 0 beep, 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 beep.
He's gonna like double time it, start running like as fast as he can. I don't have celerity or anything, so as fast as he can.
Okay, as you rush back to the car, what do? Do you open it? Do you just peer in? You gonna glance around the parking lot, take it slow, stealth at all, or just...
He's gonna remain visible because whatever's out here is looking for something. So if he's even just a target, then he's just gonna be that big target that they can look at. He'll just be, I guess, potentially the bait for whatever is out here. And at that point, he's just going to grab his gun.
Wits and awareness?
Oh boy, my least good thing I'm good at.
I'm making you roll so many.
Another 3, I'll take it.
Okay. You hear night birds or day birds take off, disturbed by something, and it on the roof of a nearby closed business. You see 0 in the windshield, and he's pointing. You can hear the wind filtering through businesses, but on the air, you can taste copper.
Is there like a location where it's coming from, or can I just taste it?
It's permeating the parking lot. But you don't see anything. Not at first. The closer you move to the car, across the parking lot, across the street, there is a hotel sign.
He'll look at the sign.
You watch the letters blink out until it reads Kane.
We're doing this again. Again? For the 2nd or 3rd time? This shit again?
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear Mia doing what again? I didn't find anything, by the way. It's pretty clear. I mean, there was a stray cat, but...
Nothing, I guess. That's just my mind playing tricks on me. Again.
She looks where you were looking. Oh. Okay. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. A little flustered, but fine.
You're just as handsome when flustered. She grins.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That just means I'm lucky. And then she winks. Right, so you wanted to investigate something?
It's down by the lake. You heard what's happened by the lake, right?
Yeah, the officer that went missing. Why are you
Yeah.
looking into that? Is there a specific reason?
I have a coworker who... Yeah, he's just gonna make up a random lie. I have a coworker who is related to a cop, and that may be it. If they want me to look because they know I'm discreet and I won't cause a fuss.
Okay. Oh, I'm here to help you in whatever way.
So they want to know what happened to the body and where it could have gone. So I guess investigating it at this point is the direct route, if anything. So if you would like to come along still, then you're welcome.
Yeah, should I take my vehicle or can I ride with you?
Well, here's the thing, right? In my time away, Zero's kind of turned. You know how he has that one corner?
Yeah, I saw the nest. It's gonna take quite a bit to clean that.
Oh, he'll love you if you do that.
I'm sure he'll be pissed. And in the mirror you hear, or the window you hear knocking, and he's like,
Hey, you don't tell him to touch my stuff. My stuff stays where it is. It's my stuff, and I don't have diabetes.
Maybe it needs to be cleaned out. Would you feel more comfortable going in your vehicle? Do you need to get something out of it if you want to leave it here? Would you feel comfortable leaving it here?
I mean... And she looks back. You know what? I'll drive. Just in case.
Yeah, that's fine. Just, follow me, I guess.
Sure.
It's a pretty direct route. It's not like there's anything too crazy.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Roll a intelligence and insight.
Intelligence and insight. Man, Mia, you are lucky. Only one.
Okay, you miss it. And then she's like walking backwards, headed to her car. And it's right here.
Every time.
We're gonna take our first break. And we return. Samiel's player had to do a quick run, so they will be joining us next session, but let's continue with the rest of the coterie. Swinging the camera back to a familiar apartment, into a intimate and curious endeavor between two of our coterie members, Mori and Azriel. Remind me, had you both finished feeding and cleaning up for your Eve?
I don't think we have gotten out of the shower yet.
That is correct.
Any last minute roleplay while you're in the shower before your next event, so to speak?
Looking at you, Mori.
If I'm not mistaken, things maybe were drawn out and spicy, but then a little bit cold. Or was the cold before and then it became I'm not sure.
I think it was a little cold to start, and then it got spicy after Mori fed on me, because that was good for both of us, if I do recall.
What about the guilt you felt because of
Yep.
your?
There's some sort of guilt I got after she fed on me, and I don't know what that
was
was
it a
about.
stain?
No stain, just guilty.
You're disappointed in yourself. Sad.
Correct. So,
Oh.
that being said, you're in the shower, embraced, slippery, warm, for another 20 or so minutes. Maybe a little longer, give and take. Use your imagination, decide how far your characters maybe take it. The two of you can whisper one another or say it out loud for our audience at home, and then
I am just going to say, Mori's not going to take it any further because she doesn't know, like, Azriel's boundaries, so she's not going to do anything. That's just her. And also, last session, she did say, you know, they weren't doing that in the shower, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
So, yeah.
it was
Azriel.
just an exchange.
Azriel's more than fine waiting. He doesn't want to rush things.
All right. And that being said, I need to both of you to roll wits and awareness as you get out, dry off.
Four sucks for Az.
Ooh. So 4, 6 successes. Would it change anything if I got a 10 on the blood die in this situation?
Only if you got a 10 on a black die as well.
I did.
So it's
And it's a messy crit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it, but you know.
Gotcha. So the first thing that you notice with your rolls is the home is empty. No one seems to be inside except for the two of you. Second thing that both of you notice is the cold. It feels almost like the HVAC system is spitting out more AC than normal. But there is, particularly for you, Mori, a prickling at the back of your neck, the small hairs standing on edge, that assassin's instinct that tell you it's more. It is dropping from above. It's coming down the stairs. The cold.
So it's dropping down from above and from the stairs down below?
Above, right? Because Aurora's room's up above, right? Because that's where it's coming from.
Okay.
Yes.
So it feels like where you are in the home is nice and balmy from the shower. But the minute the steam, Mori, catches your eye and you watch it filter down the narrow hallway and it hits that blast of cold, it dissipates like it's been punched. It's an odd reaction. It's subtle, but strange. For Azriel, it feels more instinctual. Something's off. And the guilty feeling increases as you are explicitly reminded of frenzying, though you're not entirely sure why. It's just, it's chilly, you can feel it, but it doesn't quite affect you the way it did when you were alive. What do you do?
I'm gonna ask
Immediately,
Thanatos.
like after like feeling that, Mori would almost just like military style, just kind of like hand signal, just like, stop. And she's probably, I mean, we're already dressed, right? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I mean,
yeah,
some nice sweats I got
she's
from
going to pull out her weapon.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know what might be upstairs, so she's pulling out the one with the incendiary rounds. And she's going to quietly make her way up.
Cosmic, make your way down.
Make her way down. Yeah. So your room's downstairs?
My room is upstairs, and that's where the bathroom is too.
Oh, it's all upstairs.
Yes, so the bed it's a loft, so the bedroom and the bathroom are upstairs. And then
I
the
was
kitchen
mistaken. I thought the
And the toilet.
I thought
is
the
downstairs.
bathroom was the shower was downstairs and the toilet was upstairs.
Mm-mm.
So it's not.
Opposite.
So recanting my statement, it's literally just coming outside of the bathroom.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but still same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you'd like to
I'm gonna-
go ahead and roll. Go ahead, Azriel.
ask Thanatos if he smells something off.
He is not upstairs.
He was in the bathroom with us.
You left
He
him in the
was.
bathroom while you guys were doing stuff.
Was he
the toilet?
He stayed in there. Yeah, he was.
Because
he was
I
there.
know,
'Cause he
because I
got-
know he was in the downstairs
got-
bathroom, right? Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought he was in the bathroom with us.
I thought the bathroom was
No.
downstairs, so I was mistaken.
Yeah, the toilet room is downstairs.
Correct.
So that's where
My
Thanatos
bad.
was. So Thanatos
So,
is
no, it's
there.
my bad because I was thought the shower was downstairs and the toilet was near the bed, right?
Yeah, I'll drop a floor plan at some point.
My bad.
Let you guys know.
I'll try to just quietly follow behind Mori then.
Okay, both of you roll stealths. And
5
that's-
stealth successes.
Well, I might drag you down. Sorry, Mori. 0. 2
Okay.
blanks.
It's all right.
Wait. What?
Azriel doesn't want to leave you back to go ahead. It's ungentlemanly.
Okay, that cold is coming from Aurora's room, and it is like pulsating in Arctic blasts.
Head into the room.
Okay, as you step into the room, I need you to roll Resist Frenzy.
Cool. What dice pool is that?
So it's a quarter of your humanity and your leftover willpower, I believe.
A quarter?
Yeah.
Thought it was a third, but I guess it doesn't really make a difference.
I guess a third. Yeah, because quarter would be 4. So yeah, it's a third. I lied. Yeah. I meant that.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4 successes. Five successes.
Okay, you succeed, and Azriel, I need you to roll to Resist Frenzy. If you're following Mori in.
Yep, it was a third of humanity plus what?
Leftover willpower.
Willpower.
Quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that's the roll.
I think that's right, yeah.
That is 6. With a normal critical.
Okay, you also succeed. Wits and awareness for both of you.
Three successes.
Only 2 for me this time.
Mori. It's coming from under Aurora's bed.
Is that where we put the artifact that caused him to go crazy in the first place?
Mori does not know that. But the player, yes.
All right. Well, she's gonna look around the room, real fast because she remembers him going crazy after touching something, but she doesn't know what it is.
Investigation
Oh.
and awareness.
Those two skills.
Oh, wait. Investigation intelligence. I lied to you. Oh my goodness. But goodness.
Three successes.
Okay. You find a string of prayer beads and a small caricature statue. A raven with hands, human hands for talons. Just below the window, set as if meant for you to find.
Since it doesn't appear like there's anyone in the room, at least underneath, she's gonna get in close to Azriel and just kind of whisper, "I think Aurora left that for us? Or Stone?"
I think
And
if
she's gonna point in the direction.
Aurora left that for us, she would have given us some sort of sign. A note or maybe a message on the phone.
I mean, with that, I guess Mori will check her text, see if Aurora left her anything specifically about the artifact.
Okay, what did Aurora type?
Aurora would have said, because this is the artifact that's under the bed, right? It's not the one under the sill. Shit.
It's the raven with hands, I believe.
Yeah,
hand talons.
she would have mentioned, she's like, toss it under my bed. I don't know what to do about it. But no. She would have said specifically, we're going out to meet Joe. The artifact that made Azriel frenzy is somewhere under the bed. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about this. If we need to throw it away, then please do so. She probably would have said, like, typed that right outside the door and then sent it. Before leaving.
Right. So she said something about the artifact that was under the bed.
Yeah, she definitely
That
would have
thing that made
mentioned.
you-
She definitely would have mentioned it because it made Azriel frenzy. So
Sorry, she was saying that in character.
Yeah.
To Azriel.
Yeah, in the group chat.
No. I'm saying Mori said that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes. Mori saying that out loud to Azriel. I was gonna say Azriel. The artifact underneath the bed. I guess it was. Was that the thing that made you upset, or I guess rage?
I'll take a peek under the bed, see if it's the one that.
You look under the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Roll to resist frenzy.
Bad choices for me.
Like Mori has no
Go ahead,
idea
roll
like
and go.
what caused you to frenzy.
5
So like when
successes.
she. Okay, good.
I rolled really bad on that resist frenzy the first time.
What'd you get? Sorry.
5 sucks.
Okay, you succeed. But there is the sachet. But at first, Azriel, you see a set of eyes. And you draw back. Scrambling, hitting your back on the wall. Something with a wrinkled face. Impossibly small. Difficult to comprehend. Was sitting behind the sachet. Lean, crooked body. Hunched. Like some kind of animal. Watching you. At
I
least
think there's something watching us.
you thought there was.
Right. I think we should just leave. I'm gonna go check out that raven statue though. almost afraid to touch it, she like grabs like a cloth of some kind and just like investigates it, not touching it directly.
Okay. Lifting it up to see, but before that, Azriel, do you look under the bed again? To make
I'm
sure
kind of tempted.
isn't anything there?
I am gonna double check.
It's just the sachet.
Well, I learned my lesson of not touching that thing. And I might linger a little bit. Just eyeing down wherever that creature was when I thought I saw it. And I'll slowly rise back up to my feet.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing there. Just some personal items. The sachet. And bins for storage, you know. The raven, upon closer inspection, Mori. Both of the hands have been pierced through the palm. In the pale stone of the little statue, it's a depiction of blood. The raven bleeding from open sores in the hands.
Is this some strange depiction of Jesus Christ? Like, has he ever been depicted as a bird? Kind of like talking openly to Azriel.
Not to my knowledge, no, but can I take a look at
Hey.
the statue?
He just has like his hands pierced.
Can I roll my occult versus or
Sure, you can roll intelligence and occult.
big dice pool? So I messy crit for 8 successes.
You've heard of this before. It is a representation of a version of the Christ. It's actually from the late 50s. In the Corn Belt region, there was a series of murders ritualistically carried out by a small cult. And they said it was in the name of Christ. But the name wasn't any vernacular you've heard before. They simply called him Lok.
I remember reading about this actual depiction of him, actually, now that I've taken a peek. It was involved with some ritual killings in the 50s.
They called them the Corn Belt Murders.
They're the Corn Belt Martyrs. And I believe they referred to the statue there as Lok.
Lok. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is quite the gruesome thing to find in our friend's apartment.
I mean, kind of. She is a historian. And a
I
very
wonder if she has a
talented
thing for the
scholar,
dark
so
side
maybe she likes
of
true
history.
crime.
Right. Okay. So maybe it is a message from her?
Could be.
Mori will snap a picture on her flip phone of this raven statue-esque Christ painting.
It's a little. It is a little uncomfortable to look at. It's typically depictions of the Christ depict like his expression as like soft and like yearning. This is just a bird that almost seems sinister, with hands for talons, bleeding.
Azriel is like visibly disgusted by this depiction.
Not
Right,
to not to mention like the crazy cult. You think you're not sure, but they could have been like Iowa or like Minnesota, like not Chicago, Illinois. You know, like the nothing Illinois area. Maybe Indiana. Ah, shoot, it's hard to say.
Right. So maybe we just leave this. I'm gonna let Aurora know that her room is kind of strange. I think it's the pendant, and she'll just kind of like message that. Be careful. I don't know if your home is safe anymore. You know, and then she kind of turns to Azriel. We should at least leave the room. Don't want
I'm more than
anyone
happy to leave this
going
room.
crazy.
Azriel will nod.
All right. So leaving the room, probably even the apartment, is what Mori's going to recommend. I guess on her way out, she'd also check to see if like Peggy, there we go, has reached out to her because she left a message a couple of sessions ago.
Okay, now when you check your phone, you check your phone. You check both phones or just your phone?
Check mine,
I
too.
only have the one phone now.
Oh, so this is your phone.
Phone, yep.
Oh, there
Oh.
is a message from Father Montenegro.
You see like any emotion like that she's been holding or like having with you just kind of drain from her face, going more into like almost a puppet like state. What does it say?
Job. And then coordinates of where to meet him for details.
Right. So as soon as that happens, she closes the phone.
However,
Uh,
there are two other text messages, one from Peggy and one from the old man that you do spend time with.
ooh. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll something. Let's see. Wits composure or resolve composure. One success. So no, definitely does not check the phone, unfortunately.
Okay.
Pretty much as soon as she reads that message, she puts it in her pocket and she leaves. Doesn't say anything to Azriel, just leaves.
Azriel will try to stop her. Like, whoa, what's going on?
Had something come up. I'll see you later. Continues leaving.
Are you okay?
Does not respond.
Can I insight you?
Sure. I will
See what I
say
can
though
read.
that if she gets a corner around, she is from your vision. She's gonna turn invisible.
I got 3 on that insight, so
What are you looking to learn?
just I'm trying to see how much I can read into the tone shift of opening the phone.
Well, it feels like some version of her that you have never seen. Foreign, alien, almost terrifying.
He's gonna try to follow. He's worried about you in this sudden tone shift.
What's an awareness? Do you have sense the unseen?
I do not.
Okay.
Well, a messy critical again for 7 successes.
With a 7, okay. We'll go ahead and roll your. Are you obfuscated?
Yes.
Okay. So it's hard as.
It's okay if I'm not equipped. I'm just not equipped.
Yeah, because she's gonna get a roll dexterity stealth plus her obfuscate.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let me roll that then real quick. Stealth. Dexterity. Seven successes.
He probably hears when you open the door or go out the window.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be it.
I will call out to her.
Okay.
Mori, I'm on your side. You can bring me with you.
No response back.
He'll kind of just frown. Let out a sigh. Just kind of feel lost for a second. And remember, he left 2 dogs in the house. And go back to them.
Okay. So just meanwhiling from Mori for a minute. Azriel, where do you go? What do
Yes.
you do?
Well, I'm gonna get Thanatos and the new dog. And what time at night is it at this point? As I kind of feel abandoned.
I gotta think back. Didn't you guys recently wake, or is this middle of the night?
We've been in. This has been night 2, and we've been night 2 for a bit. It's like we hit the mall.
Yeah, it's probably middle of the evening, like closer towards morning than not.
I guess I'm reluctantly going back to my own apartment. With both my dogs.
Okie dokie.
I will also send a message to my sister just checking in on her.
What does your message say?
Sorry I'm messaging you so late. Was just thinking about you. I hope your date went well.
We're just gonna small meanwhile for you. Just small.
Of
As you're
course.
driving, as you're headed to home. Go ahead and just for me, go ahead and roll a dexterity and a drive.
So you mean a dexterity?
Yeah, dexterity and a drive.
Excellent. 1 success.
Okay. How fast are you driving?
Oh, not fast at all.
Okay, so it's a mosey. Feeling kind of lost and
Mm-hmm.
out of your mind with some worry.
Definitely have some trauma of being like left, and it just happened to get on me.
Okay. Mori, do you immediately go to the coordinates?
Did it have a specific time that I needed to be there, or did he just say he'll be waiting?
He just said job and gave you coordinates. There's no time limit.
Immediately.
So.
Yep. Immediately.
Okay. And you're on foot?
Yep. Unless I can hitch a ride or anything like that.
You can certainly try, like, kind of holding on to car, but it would just take you rolling a... Let me just double check your character sheet. Probably a dexterity and athletics.
Cool. She will do that. One, two, three, 6 successes.
Okay. It's like buses or like late night delivery trucks that you like cling to, a couple cars. It's a lot of it would be fun if anyone could see you do it because it's very ninja, you know, run, step, leap. But most of the time you manage to do it super gracefully so that the car doesn't bounce much. It feels no more than a dip in the road or a subtle shift in the pavement. When you pull up to the location, you find that it is quite a ways from any prying eyes, CCTVs, light pollution, etc. An empty lot, very close to the woods. I need you to roll a wits and awareness for me.
Will do. One, two, 3 successes.
Okay, with 3 successes, you don't immediately see him. In fact, you find it a little stressful that he isn't here, waiting for you. What do you do?
Well, if he's not immediately present or noticeable, she is going to just, what's the word? Survey the area, see what's in the area. If it's a building that he sent her to, she's going to like investigate like cabinets, investigate, see if there's any like traps, anything that she should be prepared for. She's just like surveying because killing time, because you're never late for father.
Okay, wits and investigation.
All right. Five successes.
Okay. You find nothing of note, and there is a abandoned building not far from the lot. But in the lot itself, you don't find anything that stands out, not particularly. As you move to the building, the first floor, you don't find anything of note. The second floor, it's even less. 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor. You're starting to think maybe he isn't here. And then you get to the roof. Impeccably dressed. Standing in the dark. This view is exactly what Father enjoys. A position high enough where it's naturally located, that it can survey all of the city.
Hello, Mori.
She's going to uncloak and get down on a knee. I apologize for my lateness, Father.
His gloved hands fold behind his back. He says nothing, but you can feel the disappointment. And then he turns, and as your sire approaches you, he tells you, "Please stand."
He does so immediately.
And then he hands you an envelope.
She'll take it, look over the details.
Tomorrow night.
It is an incredibly fancy hotel. And the images provided are blurry.
There are two. Both man and woman. Though they are hardly any closer to that than mere beasts. They must be cleansed. We do not allow filth in our city.
May I have the privilege of knowing what they did?
A woman.
And he goes to just, like a town crier, listing her sins. Human trafficking. Taking mortals against their will. Laundering money from the poor. Corrupting businesses. Mom and pop shops, crushing them under heel, selling them to corporate investors, and then allowing said corporate investors to indulge in debasement and debauchery. The woman is a kindred, playing the game of typical kindredness, manipulating powerful mortals to make moves in their world. The man, her childer. They are Camarilla, and they are here on behest of an elder. And Father has waited a while to continue the purge. What strikes you, however, is the name Mercy. Your job is easy. Infiltrate the hotel if these two individuals are there to end their life, and then to return into the dark unseen. If they are not there, you are simply to report back to Father, and he will continue his investigations and send you on a hit when he has another confirmation. But supposedly, he has confirmation enough, as the hotel management belongs to the Mercy family. He believes that this is a hideout of theirs, a haven. And he has seen to it that a distraction will be in place as you infiltrate.
It will be done. I will have it done or taken care of by the morrow.
That same thin smile, the scarred mouth.
Good. Do not disappoint me, child mine.
Roll an intelligence and an insight, Mori.
Will do. The insight. Let's see. Got nothing there. This is perfect. I rolled 2 successes.
Okay. There's no, like, motives from Father written down for why he wants them gone, but you know from working with him and him being your sire, he is particular about harm against children. He doesn't mind the games so long as everyone is kept in their lane, but the minute the innocents, the lambs, are brought to slaughter, he becomes justice itself, and you his scythe. Especially in his city.
Is there a particular method you would like me to dispose of them?
Slowly, so that their screams can be heard as a prayer to the Christ. They will repent
She
in
will-
hell.
She'll slightly flinch at that, but she'll say, "Your will be done."
That makes him grin.
Monsters deserve punishment, Mori. We are that punishment. You and I.
She'll say to that Deus Vult, which translates to God wills it.
He repeats the phrase, pats your cheek,
God wills it.
and then he says, Amen. And he steps past you. And he begins to descend, his footsteps echoing like pounding nails. And you're there.
Mori does not move until he is long gone.
You are just standing there, holding the envelope. The wind kicks up, rustling the leaves and the debris on the rooftop. I need you to roll a wits and awareness, please.
I'm going to use a willpower because I rolled not enough successes. Hello?
Sorry, what'd you roll? I didn't hear what you rolled. I just heard that you were re-rolling.
Oh, 4 successes.
Oh, 4. Okay. The smell of copper is in the air. Of autumn. Of iron. When you look up, The moon is completely red. And there is something in the back of your mind that doesn't feel good. Why you can't place Mori. These people genuinely, these kindred genuinely seem bad in this dossier. Genuinely. I mean, the woman, well, because of her machinations, a whole bus full of elementary school students drowned. Something does not sit right. Not in the slightest.
So just looking over like the paperwork, does it appear to be, I don't know, is everything like on the up and up, or does it feel like something's been altered to make them seem worse than they are?
It's all handwritten, and there's instructions for you to memorize and then burn, as usual. And while it burns, you must be close enough that your beast is put to the test, as usual. And should you fail, as usual, you are to punish yourself accordingly until Father himself can attend to your training, as usual.
All
You
right.
can't really place it. You keep thinking of Aurora when you look at this Kindred.
She may not know what to do in this situation, but she does know the repercussions of not following through every step of the way.
As you
And
clench the papers, something unfathomable crosses your mind. Something you've never thought before. It feels almost like a betrayal, but also like maybe you're being thrown an anchor while you're in this abyss. You could ask your coterie. But then you've never asked anyone for help before. There's just something you cannot dispute. A lifeline, a rope tossed to you in the darkness. Ask your coterie. Investigate further.
that's actually really tough for her.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And having fed from Azriel, you're even more on the line of, maybe I should ask for help. No, how dare I? That's questioning the will of my sire, but Mori, it is quite the conflict. I need you to roll a resolve and composure, please.
Will do. Four successes.
Okay.
No, I lied. 3 successes.
3? Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Final answer?
Can I use Copic willpower? Sorry, Dolly willpower.
Uh-huh.
For this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do so then. Five successes.
Okay. Father has not and is not usually wrong before. He's never been wrong, right? But what if? What if this feeling you cannot shake is because he has overlooked something. He has been quiet lately. You know that his field of interest has increased. You know that his justice is a wide palm. Maybe he overlooked something. Maybe something doesn't line up. Maybe he's... No. But maybe another kindred. One that he usually goes through to find information. I guess saying a kindred would be wrong. Maybe some of the human resources that he goes through have given him something wrong. And you look back down in the two. Say it again, sorry.
Most heinous. Sorry. And to punish the innocent would be most heinous.
Correct. So what if the human resources that he usually uses are actually being controlled by the Mercy family? What if this is a hit that they want? Because there is nothing worse to a Banu Hakim than ruining justice. This would ruin Father, and he is, albeit questionable in some of his punishing methods, he is a wall in the way of subjugating this city. But that doesn't make any sense. Why are you even thinking this? I need to roll resist frenzy as you begin to panic.
Okay, good roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Okay, you manage to keep the panic down and suppressed. The beast begins to clamor in your skull. You can feel it pressing against the inner ear, like it's licking and whispering and panting and panicking. But you manage to keep calm. You will not fail, and that seems to assuage the beast. You will not punish the innocent. You will only punish the wicked that deserve to be punished, that deserve to be met justice, because Kindred have no God. What you do from here is completely up to you. You can ask for help. You can investigate. Investigating would be quite the breach. You may have to make several rolls to continue pushing through. But tomorrow night, around this same time, is when your hit is to commence. It gives you roughly 10-12 hours.
Should be fine as long as they don't know what I'm doing. Right? And after much consideration, I would say she would just send, like, to the coterie. I received some troubling information about what exactly is the person's name.
Let me grab it. Oh my goodness, hold on. My notes are a little messy. I'm looking. Oh. I will probably have to get it to you. Oh God. In a bit. There's quite a bit
No worries there.
I need to read through. Oh no. Oh
Hey.
dear.
I guess the important information is I'd give them the name and, like, the information that I have acquired about like the things that they're doing, and if anyone is willing and able to help me confirm this.
Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, wrong notes. All right. The name on there doesn't really seem. It's what I have right now is Maria Mercy. Just.
Maria Mercy, she's a kindred.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
And her childer's name is Hanson. Hanson Mercy.
Perfect. Before she does do anything else, though, she'd probably check the other messages that she knows she missed. But regardless of what they say, she'd probably still just spend the rest of the night looking for the information.
Where do you go to look? Because you know his sources will 100% just tell him what you're doing.
Yeah, I do know. So I think her investigation would probably start with looking into any open cases against the Mercy family. So there'd be, any police precincts, any FBI activity, things like that. She would be going to look through those. As dangerous as it is, yes, that's what she'd be looking through first. If she can't, or if she gets any more information, that would probably dictate where she goes next.
Okay. So the text messages from Peggy and Lakeland are... Lakeland just checking in on you, haven't seen you in a while. He wanted to know if you wanted to come out to the lake and hang out.
She'd respond, been pretty busy with work. I'd love to find a time. I just don't know what the future looks like at this moment. I'm sorry. And the message from her sister?
That she's excited to meet with you. Not to be weird, but it's so cool that she gets to meet someone that's so intensely undercover to help her with her investigation.
Thought of potentially seeing if like her sister knows anything does cross her mind. Maybe she has some information that could be of use. So she'll send a message real quick. Are you busy tonight? I could meet you.
You get a message back almost immediately, even though it's horrible hours. Nope, I'm awake right now. I'm ready.
Let's meet at that bar you like. Just somewhere without cameras.
You got it. There's this small booth, and she describes, like, towards the kitchen side of the diner. It's pretty much all covered, and there's an emergency exit that you could come in, and you shouldn't be seen.
All right. I think that will be the first stop then.
Okay. First stop will be going to talk to Peggy, and we'll meanwhile right there. Then we're gonna slide over to Aurora.
Yes.
We'll come back to you, Az. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Ahem.
I feel so bad for it.
What do you mean?
Like a sad puppy.
It's alright. It's okay. Alright, Aurora. You and Stone. Make 'em away downtown, walking fast.
So, actually, Aurora's gonna close her eyes and use heightened senses and do smell. Because what she's trying to see is if she can perceive, now that she's like, I can turn into a wolf dog thing, can I sense smells? And she's gonna try to smell everybody in the elevator.
Oh yeah. It rushes to you like a crisp, clear morning breeze. Perfumes, body sweat. You can even smell the blood in their very veins.
What do Nina and Fenrir smell like?
This is your first time trying it? They smell like dog.
Damn it. Alright. And so, what does Stone smell like?
Good.
Okay.
Like dinner. You're quite hungry.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. I have one hunger. I'm not that hungry.
You're always hungry, but yeah.
That's true. Always need a snack. Little juice box. So Aurora's gonna be kind of like, she's gonna like frown and just like scrunch up her nose and be like, well, that's disappointing.
I mean, you can smell the grease and the tight wires that are lowering and highering the elevator. You can literally hear the electricity moving. You can feel the subtle descent far more intensely. It's a lot. But Stone says, what's disappointing?
I tried something and it's just it's a lot. Like I try to see if I could pick up scents and like, you know, try to channel that like inner wolf dog, you know, but not transform into one, but you know how they smell and can listen and hear real good. So
Right.
but it's so overwhelming and I can't make heads or tails of it.
Maybe you just gotta keep trying, right? Practice over time, help you master the skill.
So then I'll close my eyes again and just take a real whiff of just try to concentrate on the singular strongest smell in the elevator. Like really close my eyes and like think about it.
Okay, as you close your eyes, you really focus, you hear a as Fenrir farts. It's the most
I'm just like,
intense smell.
Oh my god. Oh, that's disgusting. Ew. Oh.
He just wags his tail, kind of wafting it towards you.
All right, we're gonna have to lay off the cheese. Good lord, who gave you cheese? Did they give you cheese pizza?
He just looks at you happy.
Fenrir, did they give you cheese pizza?
He doesn't,
Did you steal the cheese pizza?
He's just smiling.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh my god, and I just cuddle him. I'm just like, oh, you stinky little. It was actually Aurora. No, she just cuddles and just hugs him and just gives him a little kiss on the forehead.
Oh
and
man,
she's like,
it's smelly. Like you squat down, you're like, oh god, it's so intense.
all right. And then I just kind of fuck my nose. I just hold my hand to my nose and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna hang out here in the corner.
Yeah, heightened senses. Oh, it's literally like you're shoving poop in your nose.
And so I try turning it off. I'm just like, how do you stop doing this? Ugh.
Okay, as you like relax, you feel it fade.
Oh, thank God. I really want to get out of this elevator.
Stone is just chuckling.
Oh, God.
You
Oh, that's
are-
embarrassing.
You are something else, Miss Aurora. I can't say I've ever quite met someone like you.
Oh, really? I thought it was... Well, I guess I am pretty nerdy. Yeah, but, you know, there's a lot of nerdy scholarly people out, like Azriel. Azriel's pretty. And
As the elevator continues to descend and you're like nervous chattering, he chuckles some more and then suddenly like shifts. And then both of his arms are on either side of your shoulders. And he's looking down at you, and it's odd to see that dark eye like lighten up. Not completely, but it's interesting. He looks, curiously enough, more friendly, though his face is naturally arranged to look like a sinister villain.
He says, no. You're special.
And he gets real close, and then ding! The elevator opens wide, and both dogs, well, Fenrir sprints out, barks, and almost by your cheek, he says,
Guess it's our cue to let Fenrir do his business, hmm?
and he pushes off. The back of the elevator turns, and he steps out.
Aurora hangs back for a moment. She has so many questions. She's like, huh? But then like quickly gets out before the elevator doors. Is like, oh wait, like presses the button. Like, oh god.
Nina very casually follows behind you.
And she kind of grabs her arm and looks at Nina and is like kind of shy, because like all of a sudden it's very conscious that everybody is looking, and she's like, oh, okay.
There technically is
And-
only you guys in the elevator. I forgot, but because it's so late at night, I was like, oh yeah, there's humans in there. No, it's just you guys. But in the lobby where you are, there are people that are like looking, but obviously they look from Stone, who is this sleek predator that all eyes are just drawn to him, and then there's you. And it's a different expression.
What is the expression on their faces?
The janitor is looking at Stone like, wow, that's impressive. And then when he looks at you, gets a little smile and waves like, good for you. The woman behind the lobby desk is looking at Stone like she would love a piece of him. And then when she sees you, there is jealousy and judgment.
Aurora kind of feels a little small in this moment, and she just kind of like looks down and just grabs her arm and just tries to like walk out as fast as she can, like without seeming suspicious.
Wits and insight.
Okay. Thank God. I'm not bad at this. Alright, so that is 3 for wits and 2 for insight. Okay. That is 2 successes.
Looking down, you're trying to think small, be small, unseen. And you end up bumping into Stone's back, and he turns, and then his eyes flick up to the woman behind the lobby, and you catch this expression, this grimace of teeth, and the woman makes like almost a yelping sound. And then he looks down at you, and the face softens. And he holds the door open for you.
I walk through. I don't know how to perceive that, I guess, and I just I look at him and wait for him.
Okay,
And I
he keeps it open for the dogs. And then he, as the door's closing, says, "You ought to not worry about what mortals think no more, Miss Aurora. You're far beyond and outleagued all of them."
Well, you know, that's kind of hard when you've been mortal most of your life.
You'll learn. 'Cause fuck 'em. You're perfection now, darling.
I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
I do. Trust me.
He says, "I do. Trust me." And he kind of crouches down so he's meeting you eye to eye. And he says it again.
Trust me.
I just look at him curiously and I say, "But I already do."
Then when I say you're the apex, and they're nothing, their opinions infestissimo motes, you believe me, eh?
I mean, I think it's a little much, but I understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to make me feel better, and I appreciate that.
He just gets this sort of lazy smile.
You'll learn. I'm not saying it to make you feel better, Miss Aurora. And he straightens. I'm saying it because it's the truth.
And then he rolls his shoulders, and his shirt stretches taut across his big body, and he starts forward.
Looks like the dogs are gonna do a little dog doing.
And they're off in the... Fenrir's off in the puppy part, looking for a place to poop.
And what I do is I look at Stone and I say, "Thank you."
Like I said, don't thank me. I only speak the truth. You'll learn it eventually.
I'm not saying, well, how do I put this? I'm glad you're here.
His head, like, whips around to look at you. And then he looks up at the sky. And then he looks over at the dogs, puts his hands on his hips.
And you genuinely mean that.
I mean, I wouldn't say it if I didn't, because that wouldn't be genuine.
You know, that's what I like about you. But I also find it a little frustrating.
And you can tell
He's kind of flustered.
And I immediately take that opportunity to just be like, well, I mean it, because I say what I mean, because there's a lot of people that say things and they don't mean it, and I don't know, it's just confusing, and I don't want to be that kind of person. I want to mean what I say.
I like that. I'm the same way, for the most part. Pretty sure I've lied and cheated before, though.
Well, no one's perfect, but it's about how we move forward, right?
How we move forward.
And there's this expression. I need you to roll intelligence and an insight, please.
Yeah, intelligence. Let's go. Come on, dice. Okay. Okay. 6 dice. Oh yeah, and plus my extra. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
There is a ripple of the impact of your words. He's thinking something. Remembering something forever ago, maybe. And that usual sinisterism and that mystery and that guise of his that's like butter but below the thin packaging. It's rancid, you know? Vulnerability.
You say the damnedest things, Miss Aurora.
Well,
Moving forward.
and I just grab his hand and I say, moving forward.
At first, his hand is lax, and then he squeezes your tiny hand.
You have
Well,
really
alright.
big hands.
He's a big man, yes.
And she just goes, come on, I think he's waiting for us, and maybe he'll have answers.
You
Or at
mean
least-
this Joe, right?
Yeah, he seems really nice. I mean, anyone who's nice to Fenrir, who takes care of dogs, they're good people, right?
Remains to be
I-
seen.
Well, let's go see then, huh?
Fine. To moving forward, I guess.
Sometimes the path forward is draped in shadow and mist. But you won't know what direction you're going unless you start, right?
Right,
Okay,
I guess.
let's go. And I just poke his cheek and I'm like, it's relax, it'll be fine. Joe's really nice.
I don't trust him
Why?
because he's not like us.
And he kind
Well-
of yanks you, so you're like against him, and you're like, oh, this is kind of coupley. Oh God, oh my God. I need you to roll a resolve and composure.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh lord. Oh,
Meanwhile,
no.
Fenrir's over there straining.
He's got them. Got all those treats, the constipation, goddamn pizza. Oh no, it's only 2.
Okay, you blush of life, and then you are like super flushed, and everything that he's saying, oh my God, it's like liquid honey. His actions, the feel of his skin touching yours through your hand connection, like it's oh man, it is overwhelming. You come up to like peck height, you know.
Aurora is just like, she's kind of like frozen like a statue. She's like, I don't know what to do.
He continues. We
Just looks at him.
are what matters. Our little coterie is what matters. Hopefully, you'll learn that you get nowhere unless you got unyielding loyalty. And I mean the kind.
And he taps your nose. He lets go of your hand.
The kind that lets you die and continue on for someone.
And then Fenrir barks, drawing your attention. And Stone takes a step back.
You'll learn, Aurora. I got faith.
Aurora nods and she's like, oh, okay. I will do my best to understand this world that I'm in now. But I'm not perfect.
Yes, you are. You just don't see it yet.
Like, Aurora doesn't know how to explain it. She just looks at him and she's like, I just... There is something in the back of her mind that nags at her, and she wants to say it, but she just turns around and just, like, kind of clenches her fist really hard. And she's just kind of whispers to herself, tries to whisper as inaudibly, and she's like, I think I'm dirtier than you think. And there's like a nervous grabbing, a nervous like scratching of her arm, like just kind of like going back and forth. There is something gnawing at her back of her mind, and she is visibly just nervous, recalling. And she just continues walking forward.
You can feel his eyes lingering, but he doesn't pry. But he heard that. And he follows after you. And then after Nina finishes her business, they both follow after you. You come out to the gate guard, who's like, "Hey, Aurora. Have a good one. Thanks again for the cookies."
Aw, you're welcome, Carl.
His
Take care
name
now.
should just change every chapter.
I'm gonna, like, if he
Thanks,
was
Mark.
Steven last time.
Thanks, Steven. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, it was Steve, I think it was Bob, and now it's Carl. Oh, don't worry, I'll keep that up.
Okay. So the question is, do you order the goobers or do you walk?
Well, the park is pretty close to Aurora's
Right.
place, so she can probably, like, get there really quickly.
Okay.
Especially if she has celerity.
Right, but do you leisure walk or do you run? So, I mean,
I would see what the pace that Fenrir's setting.
leisure, sniffing, peeing, sniffing some more.
I look to Nina. Is she in a hurry?
No. But she isn't sniffing and peeing on everything either.
Am I late?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, I would speed walk then.
Okay. So you kind of set the pace. It's funny, you're speed walking, but Stone is just walking.
Oh god. I feel like the little cartoons.
Pretty much. Any conversation from Aurora as you work your way to the park?
She's gonna ask, briefly. She's like, "What do you mean by liquid gold? Did I do something wrong?"
Not at all. I meant what I said.
I just want everybody to... I feel everyone has their strengths in their own way, you know? And so I just want everybody to I don't feel that I should be above everybody, but just that
Why
we should
not?
all work together.
If you are
just-
gold, then you can't change what you're made of. If you're perfect, you're perfect, and the opinion of others should be crushed. Whether it's a physical crush, or you simply ignore them because they're nothing but mites crawling on the back of this planet's scalp.
Because maybe we don't understand them. Maybe there's a reason that
What
they're
is there
the way
to
that they are.
understand, Aurora, if you're better than them? Nothing. If you are naturally better, then you're better. Whatever negative self-talk you have up in that little cute head of yours, you need to cut that shit out. And you need to accept Because the more you accept, the easier your rest of your eternity's gonna be, sweetheart.
I wanna, if I'm gonna live eternity, I just wanna try to do the right thing.
He sighs.
I don't. There's so much I can do with eternity.
Humans are gonna be afraid of you naturally. The kind are gonna look at you like bovine or deer lost in the headlights. They're gonna see you as a monster.
They don't look at you that way.
He rubbed the back of his neck. Fuck.
And Aurora says, and besides, I'm kind of used to people looking at me like that anyway. I had forgotten for a moment.
It's a part of my blood. It's the VtM. I promise you, they haven't always looked at me that way. If I didn't have it constantly oozing, they'd run away screaming.
I guess people just gravitate to you then, like a
It's-
magnet.
My presence, Aurora. And then he suddenly switches it off, and it's just a blast of freezing, frigid cold and menace. I need you to roll resist frenzy.
Okay, oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna use the electric dice for this, so we'll see how that works. Shit. Can I add my +1 from my tier to this, or is it just straight up?
You can, yeah.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I count willpower, huh?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that's 4.
That is enough to succeed. You are startled by his presence. It's frightening.
I reach out and grab him, and I say, I'm sorry.
What are you
I don't wanna-
apologizing for? It don't make no sense. I'm trying to teach you how you're better than them. And you were better than them when you were mortal as well. But now that you're not kind, you're perfection. Liquid gold, Aurora. People would kill for you. Nations would bend to heel and offer you succor as their queen.
And then you can feel when he shifts the presence back on, because all that menace dissipates like fog in the wind.
I get weak on the knees because the sudden backlash is a bit much, and I kind of grab my chest. I'm still trying to hang on. And I take an unneeded, trying to deep breathe and trying to relax from the panic.
Okay. As you are paused, there is a car filled with younger folk that do beep beep, woo, get a room as they drive by. Which sort of breaks up the tension. But the minute that their car sounds distant, it's you and Stone facing off once again.
Do we always have to be this way? I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
You are totally okay. I gotta do a quick meanwhile. Hold on. I gotta do a quick
Okay.
BRB. Hold on.
Yeet.
Hold on. We're back. Okay. As you apologize, Aurora, and he incites what you mean by that, and he catches wind that it is self-deprecating, he picks you up, tucks you underneath his arm, like carrying you like a sack of potato, and he starts for the park.
Wait, like a sack of potatoes?
Correct.
She's just so stunned. She's just like, I can. She doesn't know what's happening anymore.
Not
she
responding
looks
to
me-
your self-deprecation because it doesn't deserve to be responded to. So we're making our way.
I mean, but I'm. Oh, okay. She just didn't know what to do. He just picked her up.
And then easily lifts you and kind of puts you over his shoulder. And his hand is holding the back of your thighs. And one of his hands is like all the way around your thigh holding you.
Oh my god, she is like, she starts to squirm a little bit, and she's like, you can
Nope.
put me down now.
It's your punishment.
I mean,
You
but
can earn your walking legs when you decide you can walk on your own 2 legs.
these legs are made for walking.
Are they? Because everything you're saying and that's pouring out of that little canine mouth of yours is just self-deprecation. I don't drink from filth. I don't open up that level of intimacy with anyone. And he squeezes your thigh real hard. And it's like, ah!
Yeah, if she could turn 50 Shades of Red, she obviously would. And there is definitely like a bit of squirming and like, okay, you know what? Next time I'm gonna do the biting. How about that? I'll do the biting. I'll bite you. You know, if you think I'm such a canine, you know, maybe I'll bite you.
Fine.
You can stop.
But I don't want to hear you talking no shit about yourself, Aurora. And he squeezes the thigh again and then pinches your side.
She just, there's a jolt and she just tries to straighten up. And,
I don't like it. He pinches again. It's annoying. He pinches again. It frustrates me. Pinches again. And it's a lie. And I don't like the taste of lies.
okay, just doesn't even know what to do. She's like, okay, I get it.
At that point, Fenrir starts barking, and then Stone turns and snarls at him.
And Fenrir's like, oh!
And then Fenrir starts snarling.
Hey, knock it off, you two. Knock it off. Not to Fenrir. He wasn't part of this. Don't shoot. And then she gets mad.
He sets
Mama
you down.
claws are coming out.
He sets you down. We're at the park.
she-
And you stop swearing at me. And Fenrir's just bark, 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 bark. Bark, bark,
You
bark.
young man, turns to Fenrir. You young man, we're gonna have a talk about your language.
Bark, 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 bark,
I don't know
bark,
what you're.
bark.
I don't know what you're saying. And then I say, but you, sir, only I discipline my children. Okay. And you know what? You just point, just does that hard poke at the chest. You, sir, need to, do something about all. It just gestures to everything. Maybe this.
Okay,
Maybe.
In a flash, he grabs your hand, tugs you, till you almost fall. But he bends, almost like a tango move, catching the back of your neck. He's leaned over you like a panther or tiger of some kind. And there is just a bloom of heat.
Me what? Tell you to stop talking shit about yourself?
Listen, I have time now to get over my stuff, okay? Just.
There's a moment of hesitation. Roll a wits and insight.
Okay. Ooh, that is a monster. Okay. Alright, chat. This Mr. Stone character. Oh, wow, I rolled really well for that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, damn! Oh. Okay, dice. 5 successes.
You don't know why, but he's on the verge of frenzy. He's genuinely upset. And
At this?
he also doesn't. There's like what Aurora sees with that, whether it's true or not. Aurora sees that he's uncomfortable. For the player, he recently fed from you. And so, though Kindred doesn't resonate, right? There's still a thread of connection. A slipping and exchange of power. Stone is a very dangerous man. Sorry, very dangerous Kindred.
She touches both his cheeks and she said, hey, look at me.
I'm looking, and I don't see anything wrong.
And then he bites the top button of your blouse on a hiss.
All I see is perfection. So you want to talk shit about yourself, go ahead. But don't you ever do it in front of me again, Miss Aurora. 'Cause I'll punish you.
She doesn't even know how to... Yeah? She would just... A part of her is just like, I don't know what to say to that. And so she's just like... She's just going to hug him. Because that's all she knows how to do.
What? You hug him? Oh my god, it's so wholesome. Okay.
She just hugs him. She's
Holy shit.
She's gonna be like, it's okay.
Wow.
You're right.
That is not what I
I'm
was
s-
expecting. Oh my god.
She's a wholesome character.
Yeah, it's nope, you're good. It's fine. I'm gonna need you to roll some things as you're speaking. I am gonna need you to roll a charisma and
Oh God.
persuasion, but you may add your good looks dice to it as well, and your extra tier dice.
Okay, just to let you know, chat, I have a whopping 1 dot in charisma. Okay, so okay, great. And then you add 1 extra die to all of our touches. Okay, cool. Alright, that is a whopping 4 times. Oh my god.
You should have 5 dice.
Oh, 5 dice, never mind. I'm dumb. I can't count. Oh, okay. I got just 1 crit. So is that 4?
Okay, as your arms come up and around him, what do you say?
I say, you're right. Maybe I'm too hard on myself. But I'm glad that you're here and you're helping me see that I can be more. It's okay. You're right. It's a bad habit that I need to kick. And that's nothing that you should be worried about. So stay with me and teach me. That's what she says.
His arm moves so that it is supporting the upper part of your spine, the back of your neck, and then he straightens. Sort of gently pulling you away from him. He doesn't say anything. He nods. And he points. And nods again, like pointing with his face. You glance over your shoulder. And you see a slightly uncomfortable looking Joe. Who's just witnessed that whole thing. Kind of gives you a little palm up, like a 1-2.
Or so like, oh my god, that was embarrassing. But she's like,
When you turn
she's not
back,
gonna-
Stone is
not
walked outside the gate of the park and is pacing like a wild animal.
Oh, okay. So Aurora goes up to Joe, and she's like, "Sorry about that.
Nah, cool. Lovers quarrel, I'm guessing?
Well, not exact. I don't know, but I did see one of my friends go.
You should probably
feral.
check into that, because from here, it was, yeah.
Oh, well, you know,
You're,
one of my
and he motions, you're, and he kind of looks away, pointing at his shirt, pointing at you. It's, you're,
oh, I am so sorry. And she just like her like tiny little or well, not tiny, but her she has a light sweater on. She just covers it up like a robe, and she's like, "Yeah, Joe. Listen, I'm so sorry.
look, if it's a
about
bad
that.
time, it's I get it. Like,
No. It's just no. I wanted to come and see you.
I just didn't think that you were gonna be dating that thing. I mean, that guy.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I mean,
blew me away.
is
Like
that-
when I thought
is
we were
that-
gonna talk. I mean, and you're both just like nervously
Wait,
chattering
what?
over
What?
each other. Well,
I just like
yeah.
hey,
I
hey,
mean,
hey,
I thought we were.
and I
you were
hold out.
you know.
I held out a hand, and I'm like, Joe, please let me listen. I've had a night. One of my friends frenzied. I think he was about to lose it, and I just wanted to do the right thing. Okay. Just a lot of weird things have been happening, and I'm trying to figure it all out.
Right.
And I think you're something as well, because he mentioned you were something like that. You were not like us, but I'm not sure if that means you're human.
Well, I mean,
and
right.
and
and he rubs the back of his neck. I just felt guilty because you seem so innocent. But I mean, if you're
no, wait, what? I mean, oh my God, listen, it's just, listen, oh God, you know, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It just happens. I don't know. It's just like, I'm still trying to figure out things.
Yeah.
And then sometimes these things happen, and then I'm just like, oh God, he's gonna get really mad. And then
Wait,
my
him?
other friend got really mad, and yeah, and then.
Are you in
and then
danger?
No. No. It's just, I feel like when we get like, when vampires and Kindred get mad, it's like we just go whoosh, and we just so
yeah. You're not in
lose it.
duress. You no.
No, I'm not. Joe, thank you. No, I'm not.
Well,
It's
I thought
okay.
you were. I mean, that's why I wanted to meet you and talk, because I felt bad for lying, and then you seem really like a good girl. And I mean, not that I'm like, good girl, like I'm like spicy good girl. Like, I mean, I would if that was a thing, but that's not. This is a little awkward. I'm uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable.
This is. You know what? But you're. Listen, and then
Yeah.
she takes out.
I mean,
the
I'm not
book.
opposed to three ways, but I've never with two Kindred. I mean, I would
Wait,
be
what?
into it. But I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just nervous. I mean,
I've
it's not. I'm not
never-
lying
I mean-
necessarily. I have a
mean,
problem.
it's not- I would not say no to. This is not the conversation I was. Gonna
Yeah,
have
I just
with
nervous
you.
chatter,
Yeah,
and then
it's kind of
everything
cute, not
just
gonna
sort
lie.
of like pours
but,
out. But that guy's kind of
it's-
shady, like bad.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's- I
yeah,
don't-
like serial killer shit. Yeah. Mhm.
Wait, is he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
he's
that's
so sweet.
No,
he's so nice.
No, I
He's
think
really
he murders
helped me out.
people. I mean, okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How do you know that? Wait, can you tell?
And then Fenrir's just like, "Ruff, ruff!" And the awkward nervousness sort of like bleeds out of the both of you. And you're both quiet for several moments.
I wanted to give you, to be honest, Joe, I need your help. I don't know what's going on, and I think some really bad shit is gonna go down really soon.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, like, he's definitely murdery. I mean, that's why I wanted to just meet you. Come on. And he, like, grabs your hand.
Oh, okay.
And, like, walks with you deeper into the park. And when you glance over your shoulder, Stone is staring through the iron rot. Roll a wits and awareness.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay. Wits, awareness. What am I talking about here? Okay, cool. So that's gonna be 7 dice. Oh boy, chat. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5.
From
5.
here with the 5 successes,
Mm-hmm.
his eye looks like a pit of dark nothing, like a hole punched into his skull. It looks like the sclera is unnatural again, but you can't exactly be sure.
Joe, is everything alright? I don't get what's going on. Like, my friend
Yeah,
just...
I know. Shh, I know you don't get what's going on. That's why I'm even doing this and breaking my own litany, which I shouldn't, but I am.
Wait, what does litany mean?
Yeah,
Someone
don't
told
fucking
me
worry about it. And he just like pulls you as far as he can away from Stone.
I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think we should... I'm afraid, what
Trust me, I can handle myself.
if he loses it
I
again?
promise. I promise. I just can't guarantee your safety in the event that I lose myself. But that's neither here nor there. Listen.
Wait,
Just listen for a minute. The reason I called you out here, first of all, I need to apologize. I feel really bad. I didn't know Fenrir was yours. I didn't know he didn't tell me everything, but he told me a little bit. But then when I saw you, I kind of panicked because I didn't expect you to be so attractive. And I'm sort of one of those skirt-chasing guys, but not exactly. Like, I'm not a bad guy. I'm getting nervous again. Okay,
I don't think you're a bad guy.
listen. There's some pretty serious shit going on in the city. All right? Some pretty serious shit. Like, a war is coming. And this stuff is going to breach a lot. I think a lot of people are going to end up getting hurt. A lot of people are going to die. And I think if you can, you should get out of town for the next couple of months.
I can't do that.
Well,
Joe.
you should, because
I can't.
my
if
people
there's...
are here.
Wait, who?
And they don't like your people.
What did I do?
It's not really what you did. It's just...
Joe, if there is a war that is gonna happen, I don't want to run. I need to help these people. I need to find a way to at least, I don't know, do something to help. I don't want to run and have more casualties. I don't want any more. I don't want to keep seeing all these people be displaced. I know there's a power vacuum happening, and I know that's going to cause a lot of problems.
He looks
but there
surprised that you
has-
know that. Like, oh.
I've been doing my homework, so I kind of listen to your advice, just saying. But anyways, the point is, there has to be a way to stabilize things, and we just got to figure out how to do it fast.
Yeah, that's it though. There is gonna be a huge grab for power. There is.
What happens if your people grab it?
Well, then it'll be a lot safer. Let's just put it that way. A little chaos, a little anarchy, but it'll be better, right?
Would it?
Yeah, I mean, more freedom, more open.
What happens to people like me?
Well, that's just it. You shouldn't get caught up in the crossfire. There's some serious shit going down. There's basically a three-way war front right now of different factions trying to vie for the entire city.
Joe, I can't.
You have to.
I can't leave.
Have
I
to.
can't. I gotta.
You put your own life at risk. You put Fenrir's life at risk if you stay.
That's what I need to tell you. I need you to take Fenrir and Nina, because I was gonna tell you to run.
What? I don't run.
Well, I'm worried about you, and I'm worried about Fenrir, and if there's anyone I'm gonna trust with Fenrir, it's definitely gonna be you.
Oh, fuck.
I can't leave. Now that I know what I know, there is people I have to save.
Okay, well, you don't want to be with Mr. Murder Pants. He reeks of creepy fucking weirdo vibes.
He is the only person that could give us answers.
No, he isn't.
And he isn't that bad.
I don't
Just
actually
like-
have authority to tell you that I would help you, but I would.
But you know what? I know. I just like how I didn't know you, and that I could just feel that you're good and that there's good in you.
Okay, listen to me, Aurora. You and your whole fucking coterie. There's like some this place is gonna be a bloodbath, alright? All of us. All of us are gonna get in trouble.
There's gotta be a way to at least minimize the damage. We gotta at least try. I have to at least try.
Okay, well, you definitely should ditch that guy.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You can.
He's the only one who has answers.
No, he isn't. No, he isn't. I can ask my boss.
You don't do that, Joe. You could get into serious trouble.
I am already gonna be in serious fucking trouble.
Why? I mean, anyways, you told me why because you're.
Because I feel bad that everything that has happened to you.
Why? I don't. Well, I mean, I didn't choose to become this way.
I
but
know.
I can choose.
I know you didn't
my way
choose it.
forward.
I know you didn't choose it. I know.
But I can at least try to do what I can with what I have. And if I can save people, I need to try. I need to help them. My coterie, we can figure this out. I met a girl in the parking lot and it made everything so real. I don't want... I gotta protect people like her. I gotta protect people like you. There's gotta be something I can do to protect the people around me that I care about. Even if you don't like him, I want to protect him too. He doesn't know. And he lost all his memory.
Oh, yeah?
And-
Or is he just lying to you? Is he just manipulating you? Does he have a really high manipulation score? Come on, Aurora.
Why would he try manipulating me?
Because
though?
look at him! The guy walks around like a tombstone just waiting to deal out death.
I don't see him that way. He's the only person that's actually told me the truth. That's told me what I am, that I'm a kindred and has taught me things.
Okay, you want the truth? Here's the truth. I know who turned you into what you are.
What?
I know about the fire. I know about you looking for Fenrir. I know about how sad you've been. I know about your research. I know that Maeve is your best friend. I know a lot more about you than I let on, Aurora.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because there are rules. Because there are rules. I thought maybe I would message you without your brigade around you and we could talk.
How am I supposed to know what rules not to break if I don't know the rules at all?
Then let me teach you. You don't gotta learn them from Mr. Death Dealer over there.
So I learned them from someone who's knows everything about me and I know nothing of him?
It was an accident, Aurora.
What?
It was an accident.
What do you mean an accident?
You're turning.
Who? You know who they are, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And I've known who you were since September of last year.
What? Why?
I read some of your
What?
papers.
You know, usually I'm flattered. But now I just want to know why.
Research? This place is gonna blow. It's been coming a long time. And there
can't-
are massive powers at play.
Then Joe, you know about my mom.
Yeah, I do. But I can't bring this conversation any further until you decide either you're gonna be with that tombstone freak or you're gonna let me help you. Because that's what he is, Aurora.
I don't. If you know what he is, then tell me what he is. He doesn't know. How can I just abandon him? That's awful. He doesn't know. He doesn't have any memory. He has no connections. He has no people. He's all alone.
He's not all alone.
I can't.
Where did you find him?
This abandoned hotel?
And how was he rigged up?
Behind all these locked doors and all these weird, strange, like, religious symbols.
Was he staked?
Yeah.
Then I can tell you he was probably put there for a fucking reason. Look, I've said enough. I've said enough to put my head on the fucking chopping block. I want to help you, Aurora. I feel guilty as fuck about everything that's happened to you. And I would love nothing more than to make it right. But that guy, I'm telling you, there is something evil about him. Like the devil himself, wrapped up at Christmas time. Lucifer wasn't a demon, Aurora, and he steps back. He was a motherfucking angel. The most beautiful angel that God had ever created. And he steps back. Whether you believe in religion or not, the analogy stands. I gotta go. You have my number. I don't want to do nothing but help. But I can't if you're gonna side with Stone.
Can you at least take Fenrir with you?
If he comes.
And Nina?
Nina does what she wants. I'm not her master.
I don't even know what you are. Is Nina and Fenrir around, by the way?
Yeah. Nina is just sitting beyond some of the trees, watching with lupine eyes.
I don't know what to do. I just want to do the right thing. I know I can't save everybody, but at least I want to try.
You gotta make that choice for yourself. You gotta draw a line in the sand and stand on either side.
I don't even... How can I draw a line and just abandon people who have helped me? How could I just turn a cheek to that kindness? There has to be some good. Just like there's good in you.
Just because someone has a little bit of good doesn't wipe out all the bad they've done.
Oh, if you know it, you know that I have bad blood. And I will never be able to right all the wrongs that she has done.
They aren't your wrongs to right. I'm sorry, Aurora. I can't continue this conversation with him so close.
Okay.
You
Be
have-
safe.
Just says you have my number. And he tries to whistle for Fenrir, but Fenrir stays by you.
Fenrir, you need to go with him. It's dangerous.
He doesn't. And neither does Nina.
And I just sink to my knees. And I'm shaking. But then I actually want to do wits. I want to do awareness to see if he's close by.
Stone?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
What would I roll? Storyteller.
Wits and awareness.
Okay.
You may
All
add
right.
your heightened senses if she tries to activate that.
Okay, I do. And that is an additional dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait a second. Take the 2 out because I don't use my looks. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many is that? 4.
4 sucks.
Yeah, you don't see him.
Not in the immediate vicinity, anyways.
So before Aurora sinks her knee, she tries to compose herself, and she's like, "Shit. Okay, I'm fine." And she goes to Nina and Fenrir, and she just hugs them.
Both of them
And she,
nuzzle, and Fenrir like boops his snoot against her cheek.
and she says, "I'm so sorry for putting you in so much danger. Now I don't even know. I don't care what you are or who you are or whatever. But we're in this. I'm sorry. And you will always." And she looks at Fenrir and she's like, "You will always be my best friend." And she goes to Nina and she's like, "I appreciate you having you here. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I'm just trying to be a good person. And this world is so confusing, and I'm sorry. There's gotta be a way to save them all. There's gotta be a way to at least save some people. To at least... I know... There has to be some good. And maybe it doesn't erase all the bad, but I can at least move forward. We have to find a way. There's... Redemption exists. There has to be some way."
As you say, redemption exists, Stone's face takes over the breath of your memory. And that dark abyss of an eye. We're gonna meanwhile right there. Azriel,
That's me.
as you get home, it is everything to carry yourself up the stairs, both dogs following behind. As you pull out your keys to unlock things, I need you to roll a wits and awareness.
That is 7 sucks. As I roll perfectly.
Okay. Something feels a little weird. There's a tug in your veins. A distant longing. You think of Mori and her stiff and unresponsive manner. And you worry. And then tumbling into your thoughts are all the details from today. The Mercy family, your frenzy, hurting Stone, offering him a favor, causing trouble to Samiel. The guilt that then takes a foothold aches. And you gain a stain. Not necessarily for the Kindred alone, but for the trouble that you've caused innocent animals, especially when you look down to Hope and pet her little boxy head. Heavens, do you feel bad? When you get the door open, a familiar scent is on the air. Like night blooming jasmine and orchid. You know this perfume very well. You step into your apartment in the dark.
I will.
Do you immediately go to turn on the lights?
I'll linger for a moment.
Okay.
I'll call out who's there.
You hear shifting and your bedroom door opens. And then soft padded feet approaching you in the dark.
I will just steel myself and wait for whatever's approaching me.
The pull is undeniable. And then her voice, and you close your eyes. Does she call you Gabriel or Azriel?
She would still call me Gabriel.
That gentle accent of hers. Gabriel? As Alice steps up into your space.
A bunch of emotions are going to go through Azriel's mind as this is happening.
Do you open your eyes?
I will.
Okay. What kind of emotions go through his mind? What is he thinking?
He's angry that she left him. He's happy to see her, then sad to see her, and then just confused. At a loss for all these emotions that he's having all at once.
Okay. Do you resist when her hands slide up your collarbones to the back of your head to pull you towards her?
I do resist. Or would like to try at least. I don't know how good I am at it.
Okay. Go ahead for me. This is going to be a little bit of a different roll, but go ahead and roll a resolve. Just looking here. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll a resolve and a composure, and then you're gonna -2 from your result.
It's me, alright. I have 3 sucks.
With the -2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with 3, you do resist, and she says, "Gabriel, what's wrong?" And when you look down, you see that her face is battered, cut, and bruised. It looks as if she's blushed, like had cast blush of, used her vitae to blush of life, because she looks like shit. She is wearing your clothes. She is freshly showered. Her hair looks like it's been ripped out in chunks in some places. There is very significant scarring and cuts down her arms. One of her earlobes is missing. And as she talks, you see that some of her teeth have also been pulled. And then she steps back, and as she steps back, you feel bereft. God, you feel so guilty. You don't want to see me. You're angry. I'm so sorry.
He kind of actually melts after seeing her like that, and he'll step forward and reach out to her.
Okay, the minute you reach out to her, she just folds around you and pulls you into a kiss. And we're gonna end there for tonight.
Woo! Oh my lord!
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
My ship is break. There's holes in my ship. There's holes in my ship.
God.
Yes, there is.
Oh, so many
Also, I have a
holes.
quick question.
I'm trying to put as much duct tape as possible.
What happens if I have stains that fill up all my, like, humanity boxes?
You instantly